This is the short video on how to record minutes. This is the first of 2 videos on how to do so. All minutes are permanent legal records of the proceedings of the association. They should be accurate and complete. Corrections to the minutes should be made in the margin after circling the incorrect words in red ink. The title of the minutes should be as follows: record the name of the association, the type of meeting that is being held, whether it's an association or executive board meeting, and the date of the minutes when they were recorded. The first thing you should do is put in the time where the minutes was called to order. The opening ceremonies. When the meeting is held in a public building, the Pledge of Allegiance should be recited. Other ceremonies are optional. Any absences or courtesy seats should be listed after your salute. Record the names of those who are in attendance, excused absences, and those who are absent. For instance, the next section of your minutes should include the minutes of the previous month. They should be reviewed by all and selected for any corrections that need to be made. If any corrections need to be made, it should be listed in your minutes. As you can see here, the minutes of June 1st, 2011 were reviewed by all and filed for audit with corrections. I also include an abbreviation of motions seconded and carried. This makes it easier on me when I'm typing up information, and I know that there was a motion seconded and carried. You will see this abbreviation on most of my recordings. The next section is your president's report. You should also list the person's name of the president who is recording the information. For instance, Cristina Chavez is our president currently, and she will be the one listing out the information on President's Report. Any important information, especially your September month, should be listed in here from the President. Any motions that were made to accept, for instance, the calendar, should be listed here as well. Each section of information is separated by bullets, making it easier for you to browse the minutes and read them. The next section that we'll go over is the financials report. Every month the treasurer will provide you with a treasurer's report. For this month, being September, it's a busy time of year, and you'll also include the annual report from the previous year. You can do that by embedding it with an Excel sheet. A tutorial on how to include an embedded Excel into your Word document will be attached to this recording in another section. You will see that I provided the annual report, the balance on hand at the beginning of that report, our total receipts, our total disbursements, and the balance on hand at the end of the year. The report was filed for audit and notated. I've also notated the person that moved to adopt the annual report and that the motion was seconded and carried. The next section is the treasurer's report. It is important that you provide a summarized information of the treasurer's report as well on every report. I list this out using an embedded Excel sheet again, and I include that it's a treasurer's report, the date of the treasurer's report, and all the corresponding information included for the summarized information that you need. I've also listed it as filed for audit. If need be, I could select here and note that it was filed for audit with corrections. Moving on to the next section, you'll see that I had multiple treasurer's reports that month that were included here. I can easily go here and select the image to be moved to another area so it looks a little bit easier to read. And by scrolling down, you'll see that I've presented another treasurer's report for June and September, and the motion was seconded and carried. Next section in the financials report is the budget. You'll see that the treasurer presented, moved to adopt, and approved the budget. I included my abbreviation MSC as usual. And I believe the last section for this particular month is the auditor section. You'll notice that I've listed the caption of the auditor's report. I have examined the financial records of the treasurer of La Habra Council PTA and find them correct. I've also included the date, and I've included the motion from the treasurer adopting the audit as read. I also included my abbreviation MSC. The next section is the bills to be paid. I always include a bullet point for each section of who was being paid, the amount of the payment, and what the payment is for. As you can see here, there are 4 payments made. You would also list any checks that need to be ratified here too, but as none were made in the summertime, there was no need for ratifications. You could use the ratifications list by embedding it with an Excel sheet into your Word document. The next section is your vice president's or committee reports. Each committee report is listed in an abbreviation of the facts that were read from each vice president. As you can see here, information regarding the programs that are upcoming are listed in the programs section. Anything clarified for membership will be listed in the membership section. These are all listed by 1st through 4th VP. The next section will be any information from your parliamentarian. At the council level, there's a lot of information from the parliamentarian due to the position she holds for teaching our other parliamentarians within our units. Moving on, we have the Reflections program is held by the National PTA, and we encourage all units to participate in the art program. Any information regarding the Reflections program will be listed under this section. Your final selection would be the adjournment. The time of the adjournment should be listed here. After you've completed your minutes, a signature line should be included in all your minutes, listing your name. I like to include an image of our PTA logo at the bottom of every minutes. This is only optional and can be removed or added at any time. It can also be adjusted for size. This concludes the training on how to record your minutes.